lot of you watching this video right now have probably been using some online Yu-Gi-Oh! Emulator, unless you just haven't been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For the last year and a half because of reasons. There's some telltale ways of figuring out if the host is a bad player either on EDOPro or Duelingbook, which is what we're gonna go over today. No extra deck or good cards. You've probably seen on either EDOPro or Duelingbook a description of the duel going no pendulum, link, Xyz, synchro, fusion, meta, mystic mine, followed by the phrase testing. What's being tested? If you're struggling this much to get your deck functional, then maybe the deck isn't for you. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but you have to accept the reality that your Cardian deck doesn't work.
Stop it. Get some help.
If you really want to test, you'd be testing ways to get around what your opponent's trying to do, rather than trying to restrict what they're playing. If your deck is failing this much, maybe it's time to revise your deck. Or if you really want to play without the extra deck, I recommend GOAT format, or some other legacy format before the Synchro era. Don't quit. This goes in one of two directions. Either A, they draw the Mystic Mine, and you're stuck trying to draw the out in your deck to Mystic Mine, while they basically do nothing until they get their combo. Or they don't draw the Mystic Mine, and they set a card in defense, and set a back row, and pass turn. And the Mystic Mine is the reason why they tell you to not quit. Their decks usually don't do a whole lot outside of just sitting on a Mystic Mine. Maybe they're playing Roar Rock, and they're trying to get the deck to actually do something, but I don't know. And oftentimes, I don't get to find out, because I'm establishing a full ABC board, and TOing them. Undefeated! One thing you'll see on Duelingbook and EDOPro is Undefeated! 47-0! Username 1234 is a loser! Or something equally ridiculous. And this intrigues you, and you decide to fight them. And you're playing, making your combos, making legal plays, and make a decent board. Not an unbreakable board, not a great board, just a decent board. And then this goes one of two ways. Either A, they claim you cheated, and you lose, and they keep arguing with you until you hit the admit defeat button. Or B, they draw from their deck and mulligan until they draw the one out that they have to your board, and then type in the chat, sorry, misclick. Sure, you only misclick the drop button 34 times.
Karl, that kills people!
Oh!
I don't know how to tell you this, but your deck sucks. And you have too big an ego to admit it. That or you're just trolling, in which case, you got me. Oh, and by the way, these people will not fight you unless you have a rating, because you're unworthy if you don't. Build your own deck. Something you'll see from time to time is someone saying something like, build your own deck, Netdeck equals quit, or something along those lines. I don't know about you, but I build and play a lot of my own decks. So, under that assumption, we go into these rooms, and I start doing my Salamander Great combo. I normal summon Jack Jaguar, and my opponent quits. Why do they quit? It's because we're playing a net deck. I did actually look up the meaning of Netdecking, and it apparently means copying a topping deck. Meanwhile, they're playing Blue Eyes Chaos Turbo that loses to any form of disruption. I get it. Blue Eyes is one of my favorite decks too. But to act like the problem is Netdecking is ridiculous. If single Ash or Veiler is enough to make you quit, then maybe the problem isn't a net deck. Maybe the problem is you. Also, it doesn't hurt to take inspiration from net decks to help out your own decks. And really, when you get down to it, everything is a copy of everything else. Thank you all so much for watching. Did I miss any other signs of a bad player? Let me know down in the comments. And while you're down there, subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitch. We're almost to 200 subscribers. Let's see if we can get there by the end of the year. My name is Brent, I am Maxed Out Weird, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.